Welcome everyone to the Everything Show. I am your host, Matrixlord212, and I'm with Chris. What's up, Chris?
Hello, everybody. I hope you're all doing well.
Yes, we're continuing our conversation. Hopefully Scott returns. So we were talking about Kang the Conqueror, right?
Mm-hmm.
And being an Ant-Man 3, which don't know how that's going to be. And I don't really know if anything's going to be resolved anyway, because I don't see Ant-Man defeating Kang the Conqueror.
Yeah, could you imagine how embarrassing that would be? Like, I love Ant-Man, don't get me wrong, but
Right.
Let's be honest, though.
I mean, we know that the Phase 4 culminates in Fantastic Four, which is fitting because that's where Rama Tut, who becomes Kang the Conqueror, appeared first.
Right. Mm-hmm.
He was Rama Tut in Fantastic Four, and then his first appearance as Kang the Conqueror was in Avengers. Okay? But he still did appear first as a different character in Fantastic Four. So it's natural that Kang has his end, I guess, in Fantastic Four. If that's what they even do, which I'm assuming that's going to happen. Now, I don't know if he's going to be the main villain of Fantastic Four, but we'll see how it goes. Do you see the Avengers battling Kang the Conqueror like an Avengers movie?
Or, yeah, I think it's going to be a Young Avengers kind of thing.
Right. So it's going to be beyond Phase 4, I guess, probably, because they're building
possibly,
yeah. They're building them up, yeah. And again, the Young Avengers. It could be the Young Avengers. It could be New Avengers. I mean,
New Avengers.
She-Hulk, Moon Knight. You know. Oh, I had a question about the Doctor Strange thing because I was kind of confused about it. We see the Doctor Strange the way he fought Thanos. We see that he's throwing, I guess, train tracks at Spider-Man and all this stuff. How come he can't fix the roof in his tank?
That's what I was thinking too. Yeah.
I mean, you know,
it's just a hole. It's not like it's some kind of portal.
I mean, all right, we get it. He gets phased out of existence. Wong doesn't know how to fix the ceiling or cast a spell to fix the ceiling, or I mean, they have money. I would assume, right, to fix the ceiling. Like, you would pay 5 years that they had for 5 years. That hole was there, right? So, like, you're the master of the mystical arts. You're the sorcerer supreme, but you can't fix the ceiling?
Well, you know what gets me is, like, wasn't the ceiling fixed in Infinity War? Like, when they had, because they cleaned up the sanctum before Tony Stark and them went there.
Well, I mean, the Hulk fell through it, right? Did he really fix it though? I don't think he fixed it.
Well, this is the thing though. The debris that Hulk left when he crashed wasn't in the foyer there when Tony Stark got there when he brought.
Maybe he knows how to use a broom, I guess, with the magic. But I mean, do they have to have wizards like fix the ceiling because it's a sanctum sanctorum? You can't just have
any good contractor would have been able to fix that hole. There's got to be somebody.
But I mean, is it like, do you need like a special sorcerer to fix the ceiling, like because it's like spells, or no?
Bro,
why is there snow on like this? Is, and you know what I don't understand? There's fucking snow on the ground, right? And the thing that was boggling my mind, he's wearing a fucking like a hoodie, right? Like I have
over the cape,
right? Like you're cold. Like I mean, you've been in fucking space, bro, with your fucking cape, right? And you can breathe and everything. Why do you need a hoodie? Like, is that product placement? Like,
so this is my thing.
That's not Doctor Strange.
It's either one of two things, right?
That's not Doctor Strange.
Either they're like, either they think we're stupid,
right?
Right?
They must think we're stupid.
Or it's like a Hogwarts thing, and that's actually not from the hole. That's like decoration for the wintertime or something.
No, it isn't.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Fucking snow on the ground, like.
Yeah, I don't know.
He was cold. He put the fucking fire on.
I can't it is inconceivable to me that the
You could
Sorcerer
cast a
Supreme can't fix
spell
like,
to erase everybody's mind in the entire fucking universe that Peter Parker's Spider-Man, but you can't fix the fucking ceiling.
Yeah.
You're throwing trains. You make yourself 1 million people fighting Thanos. You kicking Thanos' ass, but you can't fix the ceiling.
You know what's crazy about that too is, speaking of that fight with Thanos, he cloned himself like 1,000 times.
Right, that's what I was saying.
Have one of your clones fix the fucking
Yeah,
hole.
I mean, yeah, okay. So, who wrote that? All right, somebody.
Oh God.
Okay, whatever. Right, sure. The hole's been there for 5 years. Here's the thing. It's the Sanctum Sanctorum. You don't want anybody getting in, but you leave a hole in the ceiling of the Sanctum Sanctorum where any demonic entity or multi-dimensional thing could come through the ceiling. You leave it open for 5. Wang, what are you doing, bro? Stop fighting the Abomination and Shang-Chi. What are you doing, bro?
Wong, I think, may have had the most common sense out of anybody in this.
Is Wong the Sorcerer Supreme? Or is Doctor Strange punished that we don't know about, that he fucked up and he doesn't have the title of Sorcerer Supreme anymore? And like Wong's talking to him like, don't use that spell. Like, how could he not know as Sorcerer Supreme not to use that spell? I don't like this is do we have people writing for these characters that don't know how to write for these characters?
You know what I think probably happened was, I think Strange probably was about to cast it correctly. And then Peter is like, no, don't do it, not like that. And
no, we see that, but the problem is Wong's telling him not to use the spell, but he's the fucking Sorcerer Supreme.
Yeah.
How could he not know how to use the spell?
Yeah.
Something's wrong somewhere. Did he get punished by some entities or something? Did they take half his powers away? Or did he do something wrong with the Thanos thing? Did he break some rule?
I don't know, because the Ancient One was like, hey, he's going to be the greatest of us. Like,
then she was shocked, like, he did what? This is like, all right. So we got Doctor Strange acting strange.
Yep.
All right. So there was that. Then there's the fact that, all right, I want to talk about something else. So this came out of nowhere. I wasn't expecting this. We got a Midnight Suns video game trailer. That obviously they never read a Midnight Suns comic or crossover or anything.
Right.
Okay. Midnight Suns have nothing to do with Iron Man or Wolverine or any of that shit. Okay. Midnight Suns has to do with Zarathos and Lilith, these entities or whatever, and Ghost Rider and like Spirit of Vengeance, like Vengeance and all these things that are Ghost Rider related, right? Are having a team.
I'm pretty sure Blade was a part of it.
Right. They were the Midnight Suns battling Lilith and Zarathos and whatever, right? And Zarathos was supposedly the original demonic Ghost Rider, whatever, right? The demon entity.
Yeah, yeah.
And nothing to do with the fucking Avengers. There's nothing to do with Iron Man. There's nothing to do with Wolverine. I see that they threw them in there to try to be familiar for us, the people that don't follow the comic books.
The general audience, yeah.
But it absolutely makes no fucking sense to put them in there.
Yep. Because
they have nothing to do with magical powers like Wolverine and mystical and like Doctor Strange I could see, but they don't have anything to do with it.
When you really think about it too, Iron Man is like the complete antithesis of magic.
Correct.
Like he's all technology, all science. Like,
you lost me when I saw Iron Man in there and Wolverine. So I don't know how this game is going to be, but I kind of was completely turned off by seeing that. Because
there is a rumor that they are going to set up an MCU version of the Midnight Suns when all these characters get introduced, and it might be a Disney Plus thing.
And there was also a thing that Brian Michael Bendis did before he left Marvel, where he said that in the future Tony Stark becomes Sorcerer Supreme.
Yeah.
And they kind of hinted that in the fucking something to do with Cape took to Tony Stark or something. Please, just because you have the same facial hair, doesn't mean
Yeah, yeah.
idiots. All right, so here's the thing now. Will this movie, No Way Home, right, kind of make it that there's two universes that Tom Holland Spider-Man goes to with Venom and Morbius and thing, or no, that's just part of now the MCU? Like Venom universe and Morbius universe and
I honestly don't know.
Right.
I'm going out on a limb here and saying that I think that they're making steps to just be like, yeah, Venom and Morbius and stuff, they're just in the MCU.
Well, I found it funny how people were worried about Spider-Man getting delayed because they were like, Venom is in the way, Venom 2. And they're like, get that shit out of there. Take that shit out of there, like Venom 2. They just kick that shit out of there and put him away from Spider-Man. Yeah. Spider-Man's not getting delayed. Get the fuck out. I found that funny, but I also found it upsetting that I don't give a shit about Venom 2. Like, it does. You're rushing again to have Carnage in a movie. Or you're like, they rushed Venom in Spider-Man 3. Now you're rushing to put Carnage in a movie where you ruin the fact of having a Venom 3 at all. Because you would culminate with Carnage, not have him in the second movie. So I think they kind of ruined the whole concept of Venom 2.
Possibly. I think that second trailer that we got for it actually made me a bit more excited for it.
I'm not excited at all.
At first I was like, this doesn't look that good. But yeah. I liked the second trailer a lot. So I mean, whenever it comes out, I'd like to
see it. And then Morbius, I don't know what the hell when that's coming out. I forgot.
Morbius, I have like barely any. Morbius and Eternals, I just don't care.
And we know that Venom's in like Morbius because he leaked it. So. Oh, and that's another thing. Eternals, when I first saw that teaser shit, I'm like, that sucks. This shit's gonna bomb, right? Now I saw the new trailer. I kind of like the new trailer, but
yeah,
still, they explained a little bit about that Thanos thing, and of course, Angelina Jolie is Thanos' cousin. In case you didn't know that, I guess we'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't think I'm gonna enjoy Eternals as much, but I don't think I'm gonna enjoy Shang-Chi. But Billy's saying that Shang-Chi is a great fucking movie. He saw it. He saw an advanced screening of Shang-Chi, Billy. And he said
I heard what the after credit scenes for that movie are going to be, and I was like, whoa.
Yeah, I'm kind of shocked about that too, that those people were in the movie. Wasn't aware. But I guess September 3rd.
Yeah.
Like
next
week, right? Oh, no, 2 weeks. Wow, that's pretty fast.
Yeah.
They're not moving that move, but they're concerned about the release of Eternals stuff.
It's next Friday. Yeah.
No, Eternals they're concerned with because
they that one. I think they're just concerned with that because I don't know if that movie's going to be that good.
I don't think it's going to be that good, but I mean we'll see. Even Shang-Chi, I don't know what it's going to do with the I don't think it's going to do great. I mean, I don't even know if it's going to beat Suicide Squad numbers. I mean, Suicide Squad, the new one, did it do like 200 million or something?
It did really badly. I know that.
I know. It did do bad. Yeah. I still didn't see Black Widow, and that's sad.
I saw it.
Yeah, and you know what it is? Here's the thing. People ask me on Facebook, what do you think of Black Widow? In my opinion, it's too little too late.
Yeah.
Like, it's like you didn't need to have her have a movie. And the only reason you gave her a movie was so that way new characters would continue on in the MCU. Like, I just felt, no. I mean, it may be a great movie and I may love it, but I had more desire to see the Suicide Squad than Black Widow.
Yeah.
And that's saying a lot, being that I'm a Marvel fan. So I'm going to try to force myself to see it. And hopefully it's not as bad as people have been saying it was to me. Without giving me any spoilers, but I just don't feel it. I mean, maybe my opinion will change. I feel it doesn't fit, but we'll see.
Do you like Taskmaster in the comics?
He's okay.
Okay,
I mean,
then
I'm not
be that offended by it.
I'm not crazy about him, really. But he still gets his ass kicked.
Yeah.
Because Captain America figures out a new thing to beat him or somebody.
Yeah.
But whatever. I mean, we'll see. I just don't. All right. Let me explain it to you this way. I feel the same way that I did about Falcon and Winter Soldier before I saw it. And when I saw Falcon and Winter Soldier, I pretty much felt the same. That it's the lesser of all the ones that I saw. And while it did give us some cool moments to go forward, it wasn't enough to say it was memorable.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I love Winter Soldier, Captain America Winter Soldier. I love the characters. But to me, just certain things in there was political, and certain things in there bothered me, like the fact that you kind of knocked the Avengers a little bit, like making it like they don't get paid, but that's not the way it is in the comics. Like Tony Stark will take care of his people.
Yep.
Like totally, always. Like, so, I mean, he was giving scholarships and he was giving everything to Peter Parker, and right? He takes care of all his people. Like, he gave them places to live if they needed, right? He gave them food, he gave them money. Like, that's as rich as Tony Stark was. I don't understand that. Just like I don't understand why Gwyneth Paltrow or Jon Favreau's characters in Spider-Man No Way Home would get him out of what happened, because it's Stark technology, right? So I don't understand why they wouldn't be fully invested in protecting the kid, like Gwyneth Paltrow's character, knowing that Tony loved the kid, right?
Yeah.
I don't understand that. Like, you have to be a good enough writer to remember that, and the fact that they left him to hang to dry, even though Tony Stark's dead. I don't get it. Maybe they hired Daredevil. I don't know, but
that's one of the issues with making him so reliant on Tony Stark.
But still,
in the ass.
He needs to be in the Daily Bugle, taking pictures of Spider-Man, getting his own shit. Like, no Avengers in there. Nobody. Peter Parker, Spider-Man, his supporting cast, villains, that's it. None of this shit.
Well, this is why I have such a hard time relating to Tom Holland's Spider-Man, like, as a Spider-Man, because it's like, he's so vastly different from the Peter Parker that we normally get, that it's like, is this the same guy? Like, you should have just made this like Ben Reilly or something like that.
See, my thing is kind of deeper. I never once, and I don't understand the politics of Disney, but the main phrase is, with great power comes great responsibility. The main thing on how he became a good guy, Spider-Man, is fucked up, and he let the burglar go to kill Uncle Ben. And that was the whole fucking point, right? And how Uncle Ben was like a goddamn fucking saint, right? Giving him the best advice that he never really followed, or he followed some of it, right? So if you don't have Uncle Ben, and like when they tried to do that with Andrew Garfield, right? Where they wouldn't put that shit in there, it was kind of dark and kind of cold. And it wasn't kind of like completely Spider-Man. You know what I'm saying? Even though I like Andrew Garfield, it wasn't, the guy's main point was to never say, with great power comes great responsibility. None of that. He wanted to be unique and original, and he fucking ruined it, I felt, right? There's no Uncle Ben thing in here. He never gets mentioned. There's nothing. He's just like, hey, I'm Spider-Man. But like, the thing is, he's been Spider-Man for how many years? 10 years?
Well, yeah.
And he's still fucking a kid.
It's kind of jarring that Spider-Man just kind of shows up in this universe, like, out of nowhere.
Right, and he's just still a kid for 10 fucking years.
That's why I say, as much as I like Civil War and stuff, I feel like it was like, we need Spider-Man because Spider-Man. Like, there was no, we need Spider-Man because, like, you look at Black Panther, it's like, we need Black Panther because of X. You know? With Spider-Man, it was just like, suddenly Spider-Man, and it's like, oh, okay, cool.
Oh, Tony Stark is monitoring this guy, Peter. Wait, what? It's like, okay.
Yeah.
Do you know what it was? In Civil War, it was the reveal that Spider-Man was Peter Parker.
Right.
But because they couldn't do that, because they never established Spider-Man in the MCU, the reveal was not that Peter Parker's Spider-Man. The reveal was that, oh, shit, here's Spider-Man.
Yeah.
That was the thing. So, you know, I kind of would feel that we need to now. Tom Holland is no contract, right? So the point is, you get Spider-Man 4 out there with Tobey Maguire because now we believe in the multiverse, right? And you could do movies in the multiverse. So Spider-Man 4, let's go. Right? Now, is Emma Stone in this movie? We don't know.
I'm gonna probably say no. I think she's probably dead, but you know.
But Mary Jane's in the movie, I heard that they flew extras in her in there, right? They threw her in there or something.
Yeah, I would imagine. She was one of the first ones announced to come back, like for it. Well, not announced, but rumored, and then you know.
And I heard a rumor that his friend dies.
Ned.
Toby, right? Is that going to be a Ned variant that's going to die, or is it going to be Ned?
I think Ned is going to die, but not really die, and then he's going to come back as the Hobgoblin later on. Yeah.
Okay. His brain's going to get fucked up, and he's just going to be a dick.
Something's going to happen. Yeah.
Probably. Are they going to say anything about the real Nick Fury?
Norman will be there, and he'll be like, "You're mine now, kid," and then you know, Hobgoblin.
Right? Maybe you might. You know what? That might be right.
Yeah, I could see that being an after credit scene. Like Ned, they go to his funeral and stuff, but really Norman's got the body.
You.
Yeah,
we're gonna get at the heart.
yeah, exactly.
Oh, that'd be so. Well, it's been fun. I'm glad we did the everything shows. We did 2 of them today. Yeah. And I did the Real Who Beans cast with Scott. So we're back to doing podcasts and live streams. So that's good. So I missed it a lot, though. I did. And I know you missed
me too. Yeah.
I know Scott too. We all missed it. So we're coming back. The Real Who Beans are doing the everything show and everything. So get used to it. All right. Got to go to work soon. So thank you, Chris.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, guys. Take care. Bye for now.